founder of VinePair. We are now the largest site about wine, beer, and spirits in the country. I'll let the panel of speakers introduce themselves one by one, and then we'll just start the conversation. No, just introduce yourself.
My name is Tish. It's short for William Tisherman, but I go by Tish. I'm at Beverage Media, which is a trade magazine. We have state-based publications in 30-plus states. The biggest are New York and New Jersey. And I have also been in the consumer publishing world and also been a freelance writer and a blogger in the past. And I think I'm very happy to be in trade media right now. I think it's a good place.
And I feel the same way, actually, Tish. I'm David Ransom. I'm a journalist, radio host with my wife, Melanie, of the Connected Table Live on iHeart. And I also write for a trade magazine, actually two of them, the Tasting Panel magazine and also the SOMM Journal, Sommelier Journal. And both very different focused magazines from each other, but both preaching to the trade and talking to the trade about current events and wines and spirits and regions, things like that. I come from a winemaking background. My family owned a winery here in New York State, actually, so it was a tough road to hoe for a long time trying to get us noticed, but I think with 400 wineries now we're getting that word out there. But I come from that side and went to journalism from there, so I like to think that I can speak to both sides a little bit as I make my way through the writing. So.
I'm Greg Glazer. I publish Modern Distillery Age, which is a weekly trade magazine just for the distilled spirits industry. So I'm hyper-focused just on spirits. No wine, no beer, no cider, no mead, no sake, none of that stuff. Although I like it, but I don't write about it. And I publish electronically, but it's just to a list of paid subscribers around the world, weekly, almost every week of the year. And it's laid out like a magazine, but it's electronic, as I said. And I come out of the beer business. I was writing about beer. I'm an old newspaper and magazine writer going back about 30 years. And so it was beer that got me started and then into the spirit side.
Well, you met me this morning. I'm Felicity Carter. I'm editor of Miningers Wine Business International, which there are copies over there. It's published in English, but by a German publishing house. I'm also grateful for the relative security of being in the trade press at the moment. I come out of a mainstream media background, writing for newspapers and magazines. I've written about dogs, oil and gas, funeral industry, but wine is definitely the most interesting.
Great. So I'm consumer.